Welcome back to Thronebreaker. We're off to return to the capital of Lyria and fight the Nilfgaardians, but first we have to get ambushed by some Skelligan pirates. So let's do that.
Horns sounded. Meve recognized them at once as those of the Lyrian vanguard. She drew her sword and prepared to face the invader. Yet coming down upon her force were not Nilfgaardians, but bearded warriors clad in leather, horned helmets on their heads. This was not so. The Queen could not believe her eyes.
Skelligan raiders, this far inland.
But this was no time to be bewildered. Meve spurred her horse. It neighed and reared, and then the twain leapt into the fray.
Actually, I think I didn't mention this last time, but I'm trying to remember whether the Nilfgaardians actually cut a deal with the Skellians in the first war where they invaded the north. I know in the events of Witcher 3 they don't do anything like that, and in fact the Skelligans, well, they help Geralt at least. But anyway, Skelligers fight differently than the other folk of the north. With a song on their lips, they throw themselves at enemy's sword and axe. With an eager smile, they welcome barrages of arrows, shrugging off all wounds. It is no small feat to best the islanders in battle, and yet it is possible, as Meve was about to prove. One round battle. Alright, so what's the deal here? Lippy Gudmund has no ability. After one turn, on turn start, force the highest unit to damage Lippy by its power, then Lippy damages that unit by his power. Is he really 150 then? Wow. Okay. Well, huh. And I assume there's a lot of cases where the cards don't specify that they're talking about enemies, but they seem to be talking about only enemies, so I assume that's going to be the case here. That's pretty rough. 150. Oh, right, mulligans. Okay. I was about to just start trying to play cards. So Merlot should be good in conjunction with the War Wagon here. Boost the light infantry, make them the most powerful card, have him fight them, and then have them blow him up for 5 damage. So I like that. For somewhat similar reasons, I like the decoys so I can get... Well, no, I mean, spawning tons of light infantry isn't going to help that much because most of them aren't actually going to fight him. I mean, decoy is still a good card, of course, but not sure what I'd be calling it on exactly. Let's mulligan some blitz cards. I don't think I want multiple war wagons. Crushing trap. That could be good. That could be really good. Oh, these guys are going to have problems surviving. I need to be attentive to that as well. Do I want to toss one of my drummers? Try to pick up like a bigger card? I don't know how I'm actually going to make the drummers survive. Well, Let's just go with this and see what happens.
Gotta go!
Reynard, what the devil? Sea Raiders here.
Apparently Reynard has nothing to say about that. Yeah. Okay, so... Alright, I like dealing fire damage to him. Give it doomed. What is doomed? Oh, okay. That's cool. But... set him on fire! Yeah.
Ariel's been chosen. The gods speak to him.
Uncrate Marauder. Whenever an ally takes damage, boost this unit by 1. Oh, great. I mean, if I'm wrong about how this works, that could be okay, but I'm probably not. Alright, let's go with... Like, I can't get both, like, a Wagenburg and a War Wagon down, which is really actually pretty annoying.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
And then I can't also play the
Gods are
low.
with us.
I cannot also play the Merlot while also getting another card down that, like, you know, the Merlot can effectively cover, which is also annoying. So I think I'm gonna play the Wagenburg just to see whether he will target the Uncrate Marauder or the Wagenburg. I assume he's gonna target the Wagenburg, but I mean, if he does, like, how do I win this? Like, this 150 is just, like, so much. No. Unless I can use the Crushing Trap. Even then, he'd have a huge card, a second card. Oh, okay. Okay. Whenever an enemy takes damage, boost him by 1. Well. I can just play 5s underneath these guys all day.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
We'll ransack your temples! Wipe ourselves on your vestments!
Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep playing drummers and...
Left, right, left, right.
watch them kill each other. Well, that's annoying.
Again and again and again.
Wonder why I picked the one on the right. Stop that!
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Of course, eventually he's gonna run out of cards.
You've sailed into troubled waters, mate.
Wait. Oh. Poor Wagenburg. I guess I could decoy it, but... Oh, I do have 4 drummers and 2 light infantry that I could move to the back row. So yeah, I'll decoy the Wagenburg. Seems fine.
You've got stones, Gwent.
Thanks.
You wanna pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
And of course,
Give
we
us
want
all
to
you
save
got!
the Merlot until all of his cards are dead, so that we guarantee that the 5 damage goes to him. Oh, I was supposed to play this on the back row. Oh well, doesn't change that much. Yeah, Crushing Trap's not going to do anything, it would seem. So might as well just throw it away. I don't even want to use it on here, because I don't know if what's going to determine whether he targets like the drummers versus this Corsair, but wait. It doesn't do anything if... That's interesting.
Gods are blowing fair winds today.
Does, Huh. That is very interesting. I'm still nowhere close to winning, of course. I guess I've gotta play the Merlot, but... I mean... Oh, I should have been using my ability. I would have gotten it off a couple times at least. Well, maybe... Yeah, I would have gotten it off like 2 times. So that 8 more damage. Whoops. Alright, do I want to summon with these guys? I guess... Who could I summon that would get attacked over this guy? I guess just Reynard. Once he starts trading blows with my guys, well, I guess there won't be any turns for that to happen, so it doesn't actually matter. So I definitely don't want to summon an 11. But I guess I will probably end up passing after this anyway. Okay.
One boat's all I need. Give me a target.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Move one of these guys back. Oh, man, this is fantastic. Oh my gosh. So good. I think that probably already guarantees that I win. So these guys will get boosted to 10s. Well, not plural, but... Oh. Okay. He didn't blow his guy up because he didn't have another turn.
The Skelligers fought hard, fought bravely, brought mayhem. Yet the Queen's ordered, disciplined force won the day. The islanders seemed entirely undismayed at their defeat. A trait of theirs, I must admit, I've ever admired.
Well, you're right scrappy for landlubbers. Lippy Goodman applauds you for your pluck, Queen. When we sup, me and the lads will drink your health.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was in the beta. It's like a mushroom that can turn one of your cards into a bear. There's a forget what quest it's in, but I guess it's probably actually the main quest. But there's a quest when you're on Skellige in Witcher 3 where basically a whole bunch of Skelligers take hallucinogens accidentally, or like, well, not accidentally. I mean, somebody gives them to them, but they don't know about it, and then they all kind of go crazy and attack Geralt. And I think there's some. I don't think they actually turn into bears, but there's like some other way that everyone thinks they turn into bears or something. I forget how it works exactly. Wait, can we do that? I mean, if that works, sure.
That we shall yet see, sir. We must know something first. What brings you this far inland? What drove you from the sea?
Meve asked, crossing her arms.
Ha! What always drives us? Looting and pillaging. The coast's been clean since long, so we set our longships up the Yaruga for gold and glory!
Amusing. I always assumed you to be honourable folk.
And who dares to claim elsewise?
Your very actions do so. You've attacked a land preoccupied, a land already at war with invaders, but I suppose it makes sense. You've ever feared to attack Imperials?
The Queen prodded gently.
What did you say, wench?
Gudmund had quickly turned red with rage.
I'll prove just how wrong you are, I will! Why, we'll be drinking mead from Nilfgaardian helmets for sundown! Follow me, lads!
Meve smiled as
Wow.
she watched the islanders gather
So
their gear
easy.
and prepare to march. She doubted not in the least that Gudmund would honor his pledge.
So easy, man. Oh, I've got stuff I can buy apparently. Oh, is it just that one stupid upgrade? Not that. Oh wait, did I get another card? Yeah, it's just this nonsense. But yeah, why is this lighting up? What is it that I got? Oh, I thought. Holy crap! The bear's at 22. Huh. That's a lot bigger than it was in the beta. It was like a, or maybe it wasn't in the beta. Maybe it was in just regular Witcher 3, and like the Blood and Wine expansion when they added the Skellige deck. I forget. Trinkets maxed. Okay. The unit does have to be damaged, which is somewhat limiting, but not that limiting. I mean, it's got to be better than the Lyrian Merlot turning something into a 22. Yeah, let's do that.
Here the damage seems not so great.
It appears Nilfgaard's not yet turned its forces towards the capital. We're likely to encounter no more than pathfinders and foragers.
So I hope.
Alright, is there something else around here that I needed to pay attention to? Just like, not really. At least not that I found yet. Signpost, exciting. Okay, so this section of the map down here is probably not actually accessible. Well, maybe it is across this bridge. Yeah, actually, I guess it must be. In order to get down to that gate. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're going to the capital, and then maybe the next map area is going to be the city interior. Can't talk to our soldiers? It's a little surprising. Let's go up here first. Ooh, a golem. That's exciting. According to legend, a mage by the name of Cornelius the White once lived in Cridham. Following a conflict with town elders, he was forced to escape with haste. Before fleeing, however, he first hid his entire fortune in a nearby crevasse. Aware other residents would seek the treasure for themselves, he dared not leave it without a guardian. If there are 3 or more copies of this unit, combine them into a lesser Dao? Dao. If there are 3 or more lesser Dao, combine them into a Dao. Death Wish spawn 2 lesser Dao. Oh, and this has a Death Wish to spawn 2 boulders. Okay. Eliminate all foes. So we can't not blow up the boulder. Very well. I think I can see roughly where this is going. So we're gonna want
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Let's see. What's the best thing to use to take out the boulder is the question, because there's... I probably not the Wagenberg. I guess the Forager does no more damage than the Arbalest at this point. Depleted order is really just going to be the Wagenberg, right? Like, what else? I mean, the infantry, but that doesn't matter, probably, unless we need to move them around to charge up the Wagenberg, which I guess we might. But yeah, I think not the Wagenberg. Yeah, let's go with the Forager.
I only loot corpses, but sometimes they're quite fresh.
So we use the Wagenberg to take these out. That spawns a lesser Dao. No, I think that works. Wagenberg gets this multi-hit and then gets the 2 lesser Dao multi-hit. They combine into a greater Dao or whatever, and then yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so we'll use the Forager to kill this one.
Use this. Not sure yet.
Oh, but that means I should have fired the Wagenberg earlier or something. No, how would I have done that? I guess it's fine. I can do this. Yeah, that's a 9. I can... Oh, jeez. After 2 turns on turn start, destroy all enemies. Okay, that's alarming. And I can't play both Reynard and the Arbalest, so I needed to play Reynard first. Okay. Start.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
I'd be ashamed to let this beauty go to waste.
Is there any better approach to this than firing the Wagenberg now? If I eat the other light infantry, that kills one of them, then I get the 5 drop. I don't think that's better. Alright, so we might as well play Reynard.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
I only loot corpses, but sometimes they're quite fresh.
I don't know, I think this hit this one. Summon this guy.
One boat.
Yeah. Morana Runestone. Rocks are apparently wood now. Alright, what is a Morana Runestone? Heal all allies and boost them by 2. So the heal... I'm gonna assume, for the sake of argument, that the heal is gonna be marginal. Like, you know, maybe a couple points, but basically the power of this thing is gonna be boost them by 2. So, you know, 2 times the number of dudes you got on the board. So in order to beat the Fortitude tonic, you're gonna have to have about 5 dudes on the board. Maybe 4, but... And similar for the Merlot. Not that I have them in my deck right now. The Bear... is 22 minus whatever the unit's power is at the time that they get transformed, which is gonna be in the, like... 2 to... or maybe 1, but more likely 2 to, like... 7 or 8 range-ish. So, like, we'll conservatively say, like, 7 or 6, something like that. So, call it, like, you know, 15-ish, although it is conditional. So, you know, you'd need 7 or 8 guys on the board for the Runestone to be better than the Bear, but that does happen a fair amount. So I don't necessarily think it's not obvious that the Bear is better. Like, even though that sounds like a pretty steep condition, I do get a lot of guys out thanks to all the war wagons. The other option is to remove the elf and onion soup. I really like the fire guy, but everything else that I've seen in there is pretty mediocre. So like the deck is definitely geared towards, you know, spamming dudes more so than towards, I don't know, spells or whatever. I don't even know if this qualifies as that exactly, but I think I'm gonna go with the runestone. Alright. And I could buy this thing just to see if I have anything unlocked, but like by doing so, but I don't know. It's such an irrelevant upgrade that I don't want to. I don't think there's anything actually back here. Oh. Your Grace, in the cottage lives an herbalist whom the local peasants hold in high regard. Her potions and ointments have healed many wounds, saved many lives. Do you wish to procure remedies from her stock? Sure. Aha, we've got a dimeridium bomb. So now I have to go over my baubles again. Restore all enemy units to their base power. So that is a really, really good card sometimes. But I would say, based on what I've been facing so far, it's mostly irrelevant in this. Although there's going to be, I know there's going to be at least, one battle at some point where I'm going to end up wanting to substitute it in or something along those lines. Alright, I want to circle up around the back of here before I continue down and deal with all this stuff. Oh, well, also grab this. A lady. The hovel's resident, a peasant by name of Bogan, has a word for you. He claims he saw someone under cover of night bury some sort of treasure near the orchard. For a small sum, he's offered to sketch a map of where to look. What? That's a little harsh. Sure. Got a map. Very good. Recruits. Some sort of things going on over here.
As Meave and company traversed the ruddy meadows, strident voices reached their ears.
I beg your pardon. I've heard enough. A duel. I challenge you to a duel.
A duel? Nonsense. I'd sooner lay you across my lap and give your arse a thorough flailing, you scoundrel.
The Queen approached the arguing parties. Two nobles, Lords Cartwright and Mansfield. Quickly she ascertained they were up in arms over ownership of an orchard lying between their estates. Assisting both nobles, their kinsmen, armed to the teeth, prepared to leap at each other and crush heads. Upon spotting Meave, the lords lowered their voices, bowed and presented themselves. Yet they could not keep their ire fettered long, and were soon casting aspersions again.
Your Grace, Mansfield has seized it. No, stolen my land. Land that has been in my family for generations.
It is my recompense for your reckless deeds. To burn down me mill in Furchin for a bit of sawdust in your flour? Well, I never.
A bit? Oh, let me at him. Farmhands taken ill, cooks feverish, all from that manure. You are a fraud, sir. A fraud and a thief.
Though she faced the not at all trifling matter of the Nilfgaardian invasion, Meave agreed to settle the dispute. Reynard, who knew the history of every Lyrian and Rivian family 7 generations back, served as her advisor.
No doubt I would find for the Cartwrights. They are in the right here, as regards the title to the land. Yet your Grace must consider, the Mansfields have ever served the crown and never delayed payment of tribute. Whereas the Cartwrights are litigious charlatans who owe the royal treasury thousands, many thousands.
Hmm. So the Cartwrights owned the land. The Mansfields wanted to seize it for as recompense for putting sawdust in the flour that they bought from the Cartwrights. And the Cartwrights are litigious charlatans. I guess that jives with the story about the sawdust. I mean, I think there's something unfortunate about the the Mansfields like taking sort of their recompense, as they put it, in a way that is, well, not through the justice system, but given that I don't have another option, I mean, I have the option to order the orchard to be divided, but I suspect that it just ends up making nobody happy. So let's go with this.
The orchard must go to the vassal unburdened by debt. This is what I prefer,
said Meave.
Thus I declare it Mansfield's.
But the law clearly says...
I am the law, Cartwright.
Lord Cartwright moved to debate the
Whoa.
matter further, but a snort from Reynard reminded him he stood before his liege. Mansfield, content, made an ample contribution to bolster Meave's force and the realm's defense.
Meave is RoboCop now.
So you see, my dear Cartwright, justice has been served. So you see, my dear Cartwright, justice has been served.
Is this where that map was taking me? Guess not. Come on. Oh, it's like right around here. Found it. Ooh, a multiplayer avatar, not just an avatar border. Oh man, I'm really making bank now. Stone wall too high to jump. I guess everything's too high to jump. Oh. How do I get down here? Across the bridge, probably.
On their way to the capital, Meave and company happened one fine day upon a lone rider. Had I been at her side, I would immediately have recognized his passionate gaze and altogether chivalrous mien.
What?
Identify yourself, sir, and your intent.
Oh, this is my avatar that I just got.
Ache of Denel I am dubbed, and my design I never conceal. The good book says the world is a garden which the gods once conferred upon man, and we men have this garden neglected. In consequence, all manner of filth has made its lair here. Drowners, ghouls, and other kobolds.
The expression on Meave's face. Just like, what?
I have sworn ne'er to rest until the day when, with the gods' help, I have rid the world of these beasts and pests. I wander all lands, seeking out evil and facing it in mortal combat.
Who do we spy? A knight errant?
Just as likely a madman. How goes your hunt? Caught the trail of any monster?
This guy might be a character from one of the books. In one of the earliest books, there's or short stories. There's a point where Geralt and a bunch of other people, some of whom are knights errant, go trying to hunt for a dragon that turns out not to actually be a dragon, which Geralt basically tells them is going to be the case, but they don't believe him. This guy might have been there for that. I don't remember the names of all the characters.
Monster? Too fair a term by far. An exceptionally vile worm has made its lair in nearby caverns. It is said to be the very distillation of filth. A slither in horror. A mélange of the macabre. Its head, that of a wild cat of Ophir. Its maw full of spiked teeth. The wings of a bat it is said to have. The tail of a scorpion, and from it, a thick venom drips. Learned men call this variety a manticore, or mardiacore.
Perhaps it will be most prudent, then, to send for a witcher.
Yeah, probably.
A witcher? Soulless automatons they are, all. Feeding on common folks' fears. What they demand gold to do, I perform without demand of any coin.
Sir Ake, far be it from me to discourage you. Your endeavor is noble, no doubt. But from what I have heard, manticores are exceedingly dangerous beasts.
To defeat this filth alone could be a difficult task, I'll not deny. Yet try it I must. For it is what I have sworn before the gods.
Sure. I mean, you know, battles are fun.
We shall help you find and fight the Manticore, provided you then pledge to help us fight an even fiercer and filthier beast.
Of course, my lady. Yet what manner of horror is it? A viper? A griffin? A drake of some rare form?
Were it only. 'Tis a beast of 1,000 heads, covered in black armor, its fire consuming whole villages.
Noble lady. I know bestiary is only in parts, yet I've seen some of the world, and never have I heard of such a terror.
You need but look about you, and spot Nilfgaard's legions.
Devastating. But you must forgive me, your grace. This struggle between realms is not one to which I can lay a hand.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's not one of my subjects. Oh, Denel is also where Siegfried is from, who's the guy in Witcher 1 who you fight. It's not a manticore, is it? I think it's a... something in the sewers.
If such is your view, I shall not insist. The care you show for my folk I greatly appreciate, Sir Ake of Denel. Godspeed.
And to you, your majesty.
Wait, does that mean I don't get to fight the thing? Boo.
Not a scrap. A whole village. Just one big grave now. Hallowed Mother, look upon these stricken souls what suffered evil. Protect, console. Not a scrap. Nothing to bury. Blood's all that's left behind.
Alright, I'm guessing the aforementioned manticore is up this way. I can't do anything about it because I didn't insist. Lame. Wait, how did I miss this?
A contract on a monster. Interesting.
Late now. Guess I was supposed to go here first.
Milady, something's wrong at Abbott's Ravine. I heard whinnies and screams at first. Now all's gone silent. Why ever do the gods punish us so? To be cast out by Nilfgaard, and now to face beasts. Night on the High Road, a day afore last, claimed the beasts called a girly Cora, or some such. Milady, something's wrong at Abbott's Ravine. I heard whinnies and screams at first. Now all's gone silent.
Well, lots of stuff telling me to go deal with the... Oh, hey. Alright, maybe I do get to fight it, and it's not actually in its lair. Okay. Before I do...
A dragon! A live one, seen it with my own eyes. I'd winged like a bat, and a mess of teeth.
Yeah, it's like right there.
A dragon! A live one, seen it with my own eyes. I'd winged like a bat, and a mess of teeth.
The Nilfgaardian invasion necessitated certain steps. Neve had dispatched scrolls to her garrison commanders, based upon which they were to announce general musters. She'd hoped that by the time she reached Crydam, fresh recruits would be waiting to join her growing force.
But...
Alas, the commander of this fort, one Sergeant Griggs, had only bad news.
Your Majesty, I've not the numbers to man the walls even. The call to arms brings few new recruits and more men desert each day. Folk are terrified something awful. They don't believe in victory.
I don't... Do these all have the same effective outcome, or...?
Since love of country seems insufficient motivation,
Neve said, standing up from behind the table.
we must make coin speak. Sergeant, announce that all new recruits will receive twice the usual soldier's pay.
Though costly, Neve's decision brought immediate results. Lured by the promise of gold, townsfolk in droves enlisted with the garrison.
Oops.
Nothing stirs a soldier's soul quite like coin. The clinkety-clink of gold. Nothing stirs a soldier's soul quite like coin.
Alright. So I came down this way, went this way, then I've come back up this way, so there shouldn't be anything to my north that I missed. My north, north. Did I go in here yet? Is this the thing that I... Oh no, I guess this is a different one.
For Rivia! For Maeve! Long live the Crydam Brigade, rumbala rumbala rumbala! Stand fast, ye Nilfgaardian dogs. Us Crichton boys are coming for you. We's coming for your hearts and your guts. What's that? I'm to go to the front? Meaning, now? Oh, well, let's get moving then.
Okay. Took him long enough, I guess, but... Alright, so... That was where I fought the Skelligans, I guess? Oh, I think I already had this marker and I came through here and I was talking about how to, yeah, how to get over there and... Still need to go fight that. Fight this thing. Okay. Just want to see if there's anything else. This is probably the last thing I'm going to do before wrapping up, so is there anything else I can reach without going through there? Probably not. Okay, so this is a wyvern, not a manticore. So maybe the manticore is still over in the lair. The wyvern that prowled the fields of Foregate was first spotted by Melek, a local halfwit. He had been busy carving obscene words into a birch stump by the roadside when the dragon had suddenly pierced the clouds above him. After hastily and ineffectually cleaning his soiled trousers with a fern leaf, he rushed to the village to warn the others of the vicious beast's presence. We have to save the cows? Okay. Alright, so every 2 turns on turn start, consume a random cow. Okay, and we've got 5 cows. So we've got like 10 turns. Only 6 cards, so enough time to play all of them. So 2 Wagenbergs, followed by a war wagon, followed by some shooty, blow those guys up, play Reynard, get the charge back, blow them up again. Should be pretty good. I guess the only question is whether I somehow run out of time there, but I don't really see how that would be possible. Oh. If he's gonna eat the ones in the front row first, that would be not good. Could also explain how I could run out of time.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Give me a time.
Oh, no, he's eating the back row. Okay.
Arbalista, your command.
Alright, we can do 11 damage to him. And then we move these guys. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter what the order is, but yeah, so move you, fire, fire.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Fire. Alright, that was pretty straightforward. Few remedies exist for a man who has lost his youthful vigor. The recommended solution is a simple mixture of raw dragon egg, a sprinkle of sugar, and a splash of pepper vodka. Should no dragon eggs be readily available, instead boil the liver of a cockatrice after first massaging in a blend of Zerrikanian spices. Cockatrice! That's what you fight with Siegfried in Witcher 1? Thanks. Okay, so... Can't go anywhere over here. Haven't gone down there yet. Oh, I guess I should go up. Yeah, okay, so I should go up this way first, and then circle back around there, because... Oh, actually, let's talk to this guy and see if he has anything to say about the dead dragon.
Well, a worm, just as I said. Now who's addled in the head, eh? Well?
Yeah?
Well, a worm, just as I said. Now who's addled in the head, eh?
I didn't say there was anything. Well, I mean, you might be, but I didn't say you were. Oh, is that all that there was up here? Yeah, looks like it. Whoop. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna head down this way.
One of them golden sons belongs on the side of my own ship. Nilf guardians make for good prisoners, good slaves too.
Slaves?
Black shells, but the meat inside's red. One of them golden sons belongs on the side of my own ship.
Alright, just take your supplies. I'm sure that'll be fine. Camp rules. No pissing in the fire. No shitting next to the tents. No shouting at dawn. You break the rules, I break your legs. Lippy Gudmund. Okay then. Oh. That was unexpected. Your Majesty, Lippy Gudmund's warriors have started a brawl at the tavern. They've broken pitchers, drained all the barrels of ale, even eaten the innkeep's cat. Their dancing and revelry is in celebration of their recent victory over a Nilfgaardian division, and they show no signs of slowing down. What are your orders? Seems they're itching for a fight. Send a few soldiers to bring them to order, or I shall pay for the damage. Yeah, I don't really need to do either of these things because I've got full morale, but in the interest of being, I don't know, good person or something, I'll go ahead and do that.
Lots of folk moving about of late. Fair Lyria is our own land, charming, fertile and grand. Is your Majesty also bound for the river? To camp there, perchance? Lots of folk moving about of late.
One evening, soldiers brought before Meve the elf she had saved from a lynching. It seemed he had been the fiend who had poisoned the water barrels from which several soldiers had drunk,
what a shocker!
then suffered and died.
Yes, I did it. And I regret it not one bit.
Seethed the elf.
Nilfgaardian, Temerian, some brute from Lyria, you Dwan are all alike. I detest you. All of you, your filth for what you wrought with my brethren. I'm proud. I am that even a few of your kind perished at my hand. Hail and Shay.
Meve pursed her lips into a thin white line. Reynard knew the expression. It did not bode well.
I should drag you to the capital. Hang you high in the market square.
Meave said through gritted teeth.
Yet this you would want. Am I right? For your folk to speak of you? For your folk to remember? Well, you shan't have it. You'll hang here, in the middle of nowhere, with but crows to witness it and then pick at your eyes.
It was a summary execution. No sentence was read, no last wish observed. The elf's corpse then hung long at the roadside, as none came forth to claim and bury it.
Okay, then. Okay, so that's not a battle, which I thought it might be. But, yeah, that was nice. Sure am glad I tried to do the right thing. Trying to do the right thing always works out in the Witcher universe.
Home, Your Majesty. Prince Willem awaits your return, Your Grace.
Oh, really?
Good you've returned, ma'am. Lyria needs you. We welcome you home, Your Majesty.
Prince Willem, you say? Okay. I don't at least have any markers that indicate I missed anything, so next time it's into the capital of Lyria with our apparently less than reliable son awaiting us. Until then.